Wow, that's really all I have to say right now, guys. I just got done watching the Pokemon Super Bowl ad, which has been released, by the way. I'll leave a link to it down below in the description, so definitely be sure you check that out because it is really good. But nonetheless, it completely blew me away. Anyways, as I'm sure you guys can tell from the title of this video, I'm actually going to be talking about Pokemon Go and a little theory I had pertaining to Pokemon Go and this ad, which by the way, this is just a theory, and even I have to admit that it's a little bit far-fetched, but it's still pretty interesting to consider, so I figured I'd throw it out there anyways. Before that though, I want to recap the ad for a minute or two, so bear with me here. So the whole premise of the ad is basically people being inspired by others to do great things. It starts with a little girl being inspired by a boy who's seen running on TV, and she becomes a chess prodigy. Then an amateur or college football player of some sort sees the girl who's a chess prodigy on TV and is inspired to become an unbeatable football player. Finally, a Japanese guy sees the football player and is inspired to become a Pokemon trainer. We then see him walking into a real-life stadium and battling against another Pokemon trainer. The ad finally ends with a father and son watching this Pokemon battle on TV, and the dad tells his son that he can do that too. Overall, it was just a really well done advertisement. The concept was incredibly creative, the pacing was perfect, and the music was also very good and really fit that atmosphere. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the Pokemon Go stuff, because I have a theory that Pokemon Go is involved with this ad even though it wasn't explicitly stated. First of all, the ad seemed to cut off slightly early, and the reason I say this is that the music at the end stopped abruptly as opposed to tapering off nicely. For whatever reason, I just got the sense that the ad was missing something, and to give you guys a better idea of what I mean, think about those movie ads where after the trailer you see the movie title, and then after that you get another screen with an announcement of a release date of some sort. It was almost as if that screen where you get the release date and the branding and stuff of that nature was purposefully cut off and discluded from the ad. Additionally, the Pokemon we saw when the trainer was battling reminded me a lot of the Pokemon from the Pokemon Go trailer. So this has led a lot of people to speculate that the Super Bowl ad is actually an announcement for Pokemon Go, and the Pokemon company just cut off the ending where they would actually announce Pokemon Go in the version that they posted on their channel. But there's one more thing to consider here, and that pertains to the nature of advertisements. I mean, think about it for a second. Why even put an ad during the Super Bowl in the first place? Because it costs millions of dollars to do so. So what's the benefit? Well, the only legitimate reason to have an ad from a business point of view is if you're selling something. Advertisements are always associated with a product of some sort, but during the entire ad, not a single specific product was mentioned. All we saw was stuff about Pokemon's 20th anniversary, which if you ask me isn't enough in itself to warrant an entire ad for the Super Bowl nonetheless. It would be an incredibly strange business decision for Pokemon to create an ad for the Super Bowl if there isn't some sort of financial benefit from it. So if you ask me, there has to be some sort of announcement or product associated with this ad, and the Pokemon company purposefully concealed this when they released their ad on their channel because they weren't prepared to reveal it as of yet. So overall, I'd say the theory that the Super Bowl version of the ad will officially announce Pokemon Go and its release date is very likely. As such, even though the ad has already been revealed, I'm definitely going to be looking for the Super Bowl version when the time comes, just in case something was cut out. Well, alright folks, that is pretty much going to do it for this video. As always, if you enjoyed, be sure to drop me a like down below, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more Pokemon content in the future. Also, be sure to let me know your thoughts on the ad, both in terms of if you enjoyed it, and if you think it's somehow related to Pokemon Go. Otherwise, I hope you all have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.